Hello folks, this is Aitanaja from inspiredtorise.com, and today we have the Sony Xperia Z5 and the YU Yutopia smartphone here with us for a comparison overview. So guys, let's begin. When we compare the display on both of these devices feature a 5.2-inch display, but the YU Yutopia has a lead here as it has a Quad HD display at 1440p, and it also has somewhat more vibrant colors on the display when compared to the Xperia Z5. And apart from that, the protection on the Xperia Z5 is scratch resistant glass which has oleophobic coating, while that on the Utopia is a Corning Concord solution. Both of these smartphones come with Android 5.1 Lollipop out of the box, while the Utopia has Cyanogen OS on it, so it's somewhat better in terms of customizability when compared to the Sony one. And both of them have a Snapdragon 810 chipset, so there's no point of comparison over there. And the internal memory is 32GB on both of them, but the YU Yutopia has around 4GB of RAM as opposed to 3GB of RAM on the Sony Xperia Z5, which makes for a better experience on the Utopia. When it comes to the camera, the Utopia has a 21 megapixel camera, while the Sony Xperia Z5 has a 23 megapixel camera. So in terms of megapixel count, the Sony one is better. When we compare the front cameras, the Utopia has an 8 megapixel front camera, while the Sony one has a 5 megapixel front camera. The details are exactly visible in terms of the overall clarity when you compare an 8 megapixel one with the 5 megapixel one. And also color reproduction on the Sony Xperia Z5 one is better, but still overall sharpness is much better on the YU Yutopia as is seen over here. The color reproduction is somewhat more accurate on the Xperia Z5, and when we had the flash on and we took a picture, then the YU Yutopia shined over here because of the fact that even with flash on it was able to get a very nice picture as compared to the Xperia Z5, which wasn't able to get such a nice picture. The Sony Xperia Z5 Dual has 2900 mAh battery, while the YU Yutopia has a 3000 mAh battery, so that's a subtle difference. Both of them have fingerprint sensors. The one on the Xperia Z5 is a very gimmicky sensor. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, while that on the Utopia is something that we haven't tested till now, but still the placement on the Utopia feels much better than that on the Xperia Z5. And when you compare the overall look and feel, the Xperia Z5 does look a little bit more premium when compared to the Utopia, and overall design also feels a little bit better than Utopia. And as visible over here, the bulge on the back, the Saturn ring on the back, is something which isn't that good looking on the Utopia. The Xperia Z5 is a little bit more thicker than the YU Yutopia, and apart from this, the Xperia Z5 has two dual nano SIM slots, and you also get a micro SD slot, expansion slot, while the Utopia has one micro SIM slot and one hybrid slot wherein you can insert a micro SD card or you can insert a nano SIM inside there. When it comes to the pricing, the Sony Xperia Z5 is a very overpriced smartphone priced at 50,000 rupees plus, while the Utopia offers decent value for money for a price of around 25,000 rupees. So guys, this was all for a comparison review video between the YU Yutopia as well as the Sony Xperia Z5. In case you liked this video, then don't forget to hit the thumbs up and do subscribe to our channel. This is Aitanaja signing off. Stay inspired to rise.